Alright, we're live. Welcome. We're going to be playing SM199 Collaboration. This is an older speed map pack from the far off year of 2019, July of 2019, and includes 5 maps, and obviously the theme is collaboration, so each of these maps were made by 2 authors. And that's it. Just vanilla Quake, no special source ports or no special mods or anything like that. No copper, no AD. Yeah, let's just jump into it. No start map also, which is a shame. Always love a good start map. Okay. I like this fill. I always like stuff made out of brushes. It's always very cool to see like statues and other things made out of chunky brushes. I appreciate the craftsmanship. Oh, I like this. Surprised that guy didn't aggro me. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. I like this skybox too. This is a very nice skybox. I always appreciate it when mappers use a like a proper skybox instead of like the vomit skyboxes that you normally see in Quake maps. I don't know what the actual names of those are, but I just call them the vomit skybox because that's what they look like. Secrets. One secret on this map. I wish there was maybe slightly less tech-based enemies. I feel like given the visuals here, they probably could have went with more like kind of the Eldritch Quake kind. You know, knights, death knights, that sort of thing. I know there was an ogre up there, but it's a little weird to see like the tech-based guys running around in these runes. Oh, look at this big head. Something just teleported in. Get on these. Get on this one. The brush here, the brushwork here is really nice. Like I like this this kind of middle temple here looks good. The textures are a little crusty. Some of these rock textures or stone textures are a little crusty, but it's alright. I especially like these. These are really cool. I like this texture here. I don't know if I've seen this used before. If I have, it was in a completely different context than that. Something else just teleported in. Yeah, the combat here so far leaves a lot to be desired, especially because I have a super shotty and I have a nail gun, so they could definitely kind of throw some more difficult encounters at me here. They're choosing not to. Nothing around here. Guess we're dropping down. Let's just take you back up. What is that guy? Omel is pleased? Or did I say, what did I say? Olmec is pleased. Oh, it's like some Legend of the Hidden Temple shit. Okay. Let's grab the rocket launcher there. This is a cool room. I think these pillars look a little weird. Like you have just these like little like trapezoids stacked on top of each other. They don't look terrible. They just look a little bit strange. I don't know how. I guess this was a speed mapping pack, so they didn't have a whole lot of time. But I mean, for the amount of time that they were given, this room actually looks okay. All the like all the brushwork in this map was pretty decent. Same with the texture work. I think it was really just the combat encounters in that one that suffered. I think the tech-based enemies felt really out of place. They could have easily just put like knights, death knights, and ogres in their place, especially for like such a short map. Maybe have like a vor fight in there somewhere as well, some more scrags. Just really lacking. Just a lot of grunts. I think that's what they're called. For as much Quake as I play, you'd think I'd know the name of those tech-based enemies, but I don't. All right, let's see who that was by. That was by Burnham and Yoder. Yoder, that's a name I recognize. I don't know who. I think I've maybe seen maps by Burnham as well. Alright, next map. This is claustrophobic. Okay, here we go. It's a bit of a challenge. Some health up there. Something down there. The texture work here and some of the brush work leaves a lot to be desired, but you just give you the super nail gun, alright. That's certainly a choice. This is kind of the opposite of the last map. Maybe all four of them should just work together, because I like the combat in this map, but just the visuals are super great. Just takes you back there. Nothing in there. Sort of an out-of-place looking spiral staircase. Let's see if there's anything along these rock walls here. Oh, yep. There we go. How many secrets are on there in this map? 2. No. Yeah, I love the layout of this map is really solid. Combat is fun. It just doesn't look that great. I don't know what that opens. Down here, maybe? Oh, here. Okay. Honestly, I would have probably just had these bars open up, and then like kill this guy. Explain what I'm saying. Ooh, I like this. We got enemies coming out of these like little tubes or whatever. Little cubbies up here. I think there's a kind of a missed opportunity for a really fun combat encounter here to have like knights kind of jump out from these cubbies up here. That would have been cool. Have like an ogre up here, or I mean they did have an ogre here. But, you know, have some like death knights come out from here. That would have been fun. Anyways, what I was trying to say back here was that these bars should have opened up instead of having to backtrack all the way back around to this door. I think you just open up these bars. You have these closed off. You have this door closed off until the encounter's over, and then you kind of have some like knights kind of jump out from here and ambush you. That would have been this would have been like a cool area to have like a little fight, combat encounter. could almost make that. I definitely like the visuals of this area a lot more. Kind of like how claustrophobic it is too. Yeah, this like structure here is very neat. Like this whole room kind of reminds me of something very, very like ancient. Not in terms of like in the Quake world. I mean like ancient in terms of like a really old map. You can even see like messed up brushes here on the floor where they're trying to like deform the floor and they kind of like screwed it up. There's like a seam here that's out of place. This feels like a really old map, like from the early 2000s. I mean, it plays pretty well though. To the there's the key to the mapper's credit. Mapper's credit. So there's 2 authors worked on this. Give you some nails. This light's kind of weird. Honestly, it would have been fine to just have like a flickering light here because it's like a torch in a dark hallway. I don't think they needed to have these like these 2 lights here just to. There we go. I like this maze area here. Again, this map does some cool things with like very claustrophobic areas. One thing with claustrophobic areas, I feel like you can't overuse them. It's very easy to overdo the claustrophobic areas, and then your map just becomes like the hallway simulator, you know? There you are. I saw somebody, taking a sip of my drink, and I saw somebody run in through that door there. I'm like, where are they? Kind of a lame Vor encounter. I would have maybe put the Vor up here. Maybe get rid of this wall or something. And kind of put the Vor like right here. And then maybe have this like be like an actual doorway, so you go through here, and then you kind of have like some knights chasing you around. You kind of dance around this pillar while the Vor shoots projectiles at you. Having the Vor up here is a little awkward because you just go under. Anything up here? Nope. Gold key now available, okay. Should I, okay, well, I fell down, so we're taking the long way. Go up here. Oh, almost fell down again, Jesus. Oh, that was cool. I mean, it was a little clunky, but it was cool. Not a great Shambler encounter. I would have, ooh, some clipping here. Not sure how you could have made that better. I think one interesting thing would have been if maybe instead of having stairs that kind of open to the middle of this tower, maybe these stairs go down, and you kind of come out at the bottom here, like right here, and then you kind of start coming up this spiral staircase, and like a Shambler starts here, and like a platform's rising them up. So you're kind of spinning up this staircase, fighting the Shambler. That'd be pretty cool. There's a free one for anyone making maps. So that's a Vomit Skybox. That was pretty cool. Not bad. More fun than the last map. I think that had some cool combat encounters. Good use of like claustrophobic spaces. Some cool like level geometry, like a really fun layout. The visuals kind of suffered, but I mean, I feel like it's almost sometimes you just have to pick between visuals and you know, everything else when you're doing like a speed map, right? You only have, I think it's usually like a weekend affair, like Saturday, Sunday. So like 48 or like 70, 72 hours or something like that. It's like 2-3 days, somewhere in there. Fun map though. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Who was that by? Let's see. That was by Illithium, who I've never heard of before, and Greenwood, who I have heard of before. Interesting. Alright. 3 maps to go. Whoa, what the fuck? That's a Quake 3 texture. Just to kill all of them? Okay, well, they're all dead. Oh, I guess, okay. This one's just like making extensive use of the elevators here. Alright, I guess I can ramp up this thing. Oh shit, okay, that was like a wind tunnel. These Quake 3 textures look really bad. I do not recommend using Quake 3 textures in Quake 1. Like these are like full brighted too. I think that's part of the problem. Oof, man, this is really rough. I know there is like a Quake 3 Arena Jam. I think I've played through before, and that one makes an okay use of the Quake 3 textures. Got some armor. They're just like so unnecessarily bright. It's just, I don't know, it's very goofy looking. This is such a big step down from the last map. This map is I feel like not a lot of thought went into this one. All I have is a shotgun. Just got a shotgun. 3 Death Knights. Here we go. And a knight. For anything, you just have to like throw the extra knight in there for just whatever reason. I like how this platform is like flickering. I don't know why it's, and this is flickering too. Is this a portal? Oh. Yeah, you're telling me. Okay, this is just stairs, thankfully. These 2 bozos. You. I mean, I kind of see what they're doing with like the launch. The launch pads are cool. I'll give it that. I just think like everything else is really terrible. I like the idea of like kind of getting flung up from those really fast like speed pads or whatever. I know they're just like wind tunnels in disguise. Grenade launcher, it's helpful. I like these stairs. These stairs are actually kind of cool. How long this fiend can get me? Yeah, he's just stuck. I go for that biosuit? I think this is a teleporter pad. Let's just go for the biosuit and see what happens. Oh, nothing. Oh, there we go. Oh wait, it doesn't protect you against the lava? Careful around 3. Okay. I mean, I kind of see what it's going for. It's just like a bunch of like arena-style encounters, but like none of them are very good is the problem. You know, it's like the idea of like every platform is like a new little challenge. That's a cute idea. Like, it's not terrible. It's just like, I don't know. You just have to think of like more interesting encounters. So none of these have been very good. This is pretty cool. Oh, that's a... The Shambler's there. Oh, nice. These guys are fighting. Definitely the Shambler, right? Yeah, okay. What to say? There's no way the Fiend beats that. It's so bright over here. Look how bright it is. Yeah, that was kind of bad. That wasn't very good. I kind of see what they were going for. Like I said, it was like a, you know, every area is like a new little challenge, and I don't think that's terrible in concept. I think you just have to make more interesting kind of like challenges. I've played maps like that before, where it's like, okay, we go to this area and it's like a little combat arena with like a, you know, specific gimmick. We go to this area and here's like the new gimmick. I've seen a lot of maps like that. This one just doesn't do it very well. Visually, it looks terrible too. Just like the Quake 3 textures. I thought they were full bright at the beginning, but I guess they're not. There's just like, I don't know, there's something going on with the lighting on this map. The skybox looks okay, I guess. It's kind of crusty. I've seen better space skyboxes, but it's not the worst. I don't know. That's all I got. Who was that by? That was by another one by Greenwood Ing. I've never heard of Ing before, so maybe they're like a first-time mapper. Maybe Greenwood was just kind of cleaning it up. Same thing with Lithium made the last map. So maybe Greenwood just kind of agreed to like clean up, like work with a couple new mappers and clean up their maps. Because like I said, I know Greenwood has made maps before, but I've never heard of Ing. So. It was 2 to go. This one's kind of short. Ooh, this looks nice. Got a real bump up in quality here. Yeah, this looks really nice. I love these. Whoa, wow, okay. This looks great for a map that was made in a speed map pack. This looks amazing. I want to talk about the cave walls. These cave walls look amazing, by the way. These are really nice cave walls. I talk about this all the time, and I'll say it again. It's very difficult to create like rock walls out of brushes. So either using like trench broom or radiant, whatever. But these are really nice ones. What ends up happening is a lot of authors make them too spiky, or they're too flat. And this is like the perfect balance. This cave wall looks great. I also love how it just kind of seamlessly blends into this the bricks of the structure here. Really, really good work. Grab some of that ammo. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Is this gonna... Okay, that doesn't hurt me. Okay, this is cool. Whoa. For you. A lot of zombies. Oh, and a few. More blood. I see like a little... Yeah. What's in here? Oh, hey. I'll take that. Okay. I didn't know this floor was following me. There we go. That was a lot happening all at once there. Maybe a little too much. I wouldn't have minded if that area would like slow down a little bit. Not bad though. Oh, okay. I didn't know if I was going to go back up. Very unique, like, elevator here. I kind of like the gimmick of all these zombies, like, at the top of the map, just throwing guts down at you. It's kind of cool. Another quad, okay. Just tank that, whatever. How do we get down from here? Oh. This map just, like, keeps unfolding on itself, which is kind of cool. It's like very, very kind of tightly constructed, and there's just so many areas all so close to one another. Oh shit. I'm feeling this is probably the best map in the pack, but I guess we'll see. It's health. There's like an armor somewhere I could use. Okay, gotta go around here. Much better. What'd that do? Nothing? Okay, I'll let those guys run at the four. Wish I had that green armor from earlier. I don't think I can get back up there very easily though. I don't know where that death knight came from. That was just appeared behind me. Let's see if I can. There we go. Hit him with the projectile. Where did this death knight come from? There was like two in here. I killed these two guys, and there's just another one that came out of somewhere. Just jumped down from somewhere up high. Ooh, I like this. That just kind of gets more twisted and Lovecraftian. Just slow it down a second here. These zombies. Out of control. Oh shit. This is a really fantastic map. I don't really have much to say or criticize about it. Like, very impressive for a speed map pack. Oh, there you are. Secret area. Oh. Not super useful, but I'll take it. Shambler, yep. That was pretty cool. I like the spikes kind of going up into the, or the platforms that kind of rise up into spikes in the ceiling. That's very neat. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. Some extra nails down here. Oh, that was cool. Man, what a great map. Nothing but good things to say. Visually, spot on. Especially for a speed map pack. The encounters were really good. A good layout. There were a couple times where I feel like there was maybe a little bit too much crammed into one area, if that makes any sense, where it was just like just a lot happening in like a little 192 by 192 square. There's just so much going on. Maybe not a bad thing, but just can get a little overwhelming, I guess, in some areas. Some really cool combat encounters, some really cool traps. Something I talk about a lot is that, the level itself should feel alive. There should be genuine traps and tricks around every corner where possible. And this level definitely did that. Some unique encounters. I like the gimmick of the zombies at the top of the map, just kind of constantly chucking shit at you. That's pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know, really solid overall. I like the ending. Nothing but good things to say about that one. Who made that? Let's see. That was by NHJCR. Is there a readme? Any of these? There is. Depraved State. Oh, okay. That was by Newhouse in JCR. Newhouse is a name I recognize. After many lengthy discussions, I've come to the conclusion that we have similar beliefs in terms of map design and aesthetics. One major thing JCR, learned from this exercise is that Newhouse doesn't need a lot of an idea to take off and run with it. Most of the map was his aesthetic choice, and my areas were made to look like his. Build time. Okay, so this interesting. This map took about 2 weeks on and off. So this, I guess the, I thought they only had like a weekend, but I guess this was like a 2-week event, so. Interesting. That was a very good map though. Anyways, we have one more map to play through here. The 5th and final map of this pack. This doesn't look too bad. Interesting textures. I think these are from these textures are from like SM2. Elevator doohickey here. So that's not a button. Okay. Really no reason to go up there, I guess. I guess that area was pointless aside from the armor. It's a cool looking door. Oh. Cool looking door texture, I should say. Oh, these stairs. There's like a clip here. What the hell? Something wrong with these stairs. And yeah, those stairs are really screwed up. Okay, let's go out over here. There we go. I'll go back to those stairs in a second as I clean up this area. One thing about this map I've noticed is that the enemies are just kind of appearing. There's no like cohesion to where they're placed. It's just like, it felt like no thought has gone into like where these the enemy placement is. They're just sort of like, I don't know, I'll put an ogre up here and a fiend over here and a couple of knights over here. There hasn't really been any like cool ambushes or like thought out combat counters. You can get up here. Anyways, I was saying the spiral staircase is all messed up. It's like I try to go up here and I just get stuck. I get stuck here. I get stuck here. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm getting stuck on. So something's seriously wrong with this staircase. So we can just get out of the map over here. Yeah. What the hell? Just lava all around the map. Second secret. I appreciate the maps when they label the secrets. Is helpful. Let's check something. Yeah, what's over here? Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, you're just like on top of the map. It's kind of interesting, I guess. I kind of like the openness of this level. It's pretty unique, I suppose. Get rid of the door. Where was the, I don't even know where the gold key door is at. I guess that's it. It's not a door. It's like a little pedestal, a little cube or whatever you lower into the ground. Oh, 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 no! I gotta wait. There we go. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's like this room, like, I like the idea that there's like a big structure, like a big physical structure that I can go all the way around, and like now I'm going inside of it. That's actually really cool. And you don't really often see that in Quake maps, where you have like a big temple, and you can actually go inside the temple, and there's all sorts of rooms and stuff in there. I just don't like how bad the combat encounters in this map are. Like, this room here should have been like an interesting fight. But like as soon as I go in, there's like just scrags like randomly flying around. There's like knights just shoved into this corner, or death knights shoved into this corner. Like a much better way to handle this would be like you come in here, you kind of go left. There's nothing in here, and then you kind of have like you can have like little walls here, right? And then you can have enemies like jump down. So you go over here, you grab this, and then there's like an ambush. You know what I mean? So it's like you kind of lure the player into the room here, and then you ambush them with like, you know, a vor, maybe like 2 death knights jump down, a scrag comes out from up top, and then you do need a bit of cover to protect from the vor if you choose to do that. Probably put the vor in the middle too. You know, death knight here, scrag, vor, and then yeah, you just kind of let the player choose how they want to fight that. That would have been more interesting to me. Oh, what's... okay. Interesting. Let's say get that quad up here, I guess. Or say go over here. Oh. Oh. Damn it. There we go. Drop that. I don't know what the point of that room is. Let's check out here. Now there's just like a box you walk into. I feel really conflicted on that one because I think the actual like level structure wasn't terrible. I think the layout wasn't bad. I think the texturing was pretty cool. I actually like the textures. Again, I think these might be from Hexen 2, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I think my problem there was like the combat encounters were just not great. Like, never did the level like do anything really clever. There was never any like cool fights that I got into. It was always just like, yeah, I don't know, here's like an ogre just kind of sitting there. And I mean, I understand that like not every fight can be like a cool ambush, right? You don't want like an empty level where it's just like you take 2 steps and you get ambushed. You do need to have like those enemies that are just kind of you know, hanging out along the pathway that the player takes. But at the same time, I think it's also, you need to mix it up and you need to have interesting, more planned out combat encounters. And there's quite a few instances there where the map could have had those, but just, I guess, chose not to, or the author just didn't think to add them. So again, I really like the idea of having that like temple that you can kind of run all the way around and then go inside. That was pretty cool though. So interesting map. Anyways, who was that by? Let's see. Let's take a look. That was by Pinchy and Ion. Is that Ionis? Take a look at the readme. Pinchy, Ion. Yep, that's Ionis. Pinchy and Ionis made that. I know Ionis is a really good mapper. I don't know what Pinchy's made. I've seen that name before though. Both of these names. These are regular mappers. Yeah. Anyways, so that was SM199 collaboration. Kind of a cool concept. I'd love to see another collaboration jam. I think that's pretty neat because, you know, if you're only going to get like a few days to make a map, it's nice to have a partner to do it with and to kind of cut down, like, you know, somebody takes art direction and then another person can kind of focus on the layout and design aspects of the map, and then you can kind of trade ideas back and forth, or you know, maybe both both contributors kind of do a little bit of each, you know. It would be cool to see another one of these, but yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care. GG's.